I guess he thinks this is his formal coming out, Jim. And for him, this is the equivalent of a $10 million fight. He saw what happened last week to Ray Mercer. He, in fact, referred to it. And he knows that when you get to this stage of your development, you must not only win, but look good winning, because everything gets magnified. There's a chance down the road he could be a marquee name fighter.
And that Glenn Wolfe is nobody to start off on the top with. He's elusive, takes a good shot, and he keeps coming.
All right, let's take a look at Roy Jones's record. 20 fights so far, most of them against extremely limited and unknown opposition. 19 KOs. His most impressive victory was here on HBO this past December against a fighter named Percy Harris, whom he knocked down in the first 10 seconds of the bout, and against whom he went on to score a 4-round TKO. And right now, look at the tail of the tape. Jones and Wolfe come in above 160 pounds. They didn't have to reach any limit here because it's a non-title bout. You see that Wolfe is taller on paper, but actually he crouches down. Jones is more the stand-up fighter, so he presents the taller picture in the ring. Punch stat numbers, Larry.
And let's take a look and see just how active these guys are. And as you can see, Wolfe is out there throwing a lot of punches. But Jones is much more economical and effective with the punches that he throws. Jabs, although he is a good boxer, Jones doesn't throw or land that many, and Wolfe throws fewer.
And Harold Letterman, the rules for the bout.
Roy Jones Jr. and Glenn Wolfe will box tonight using the rules of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. 10 rounds. There is no standing 8 count. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. You can be saved by the bell only in the last round. Only the referee can stop the fight. And if a butt causes an accidental cut, and that cut causes the fight to be stopped, we go to the scorecards after 3 rounds have been completed. Before that, it's a technical draw. Jim?
All right, Harold, after last week's unusual trip to New York, we are back in Las Vegas. And that means that Michael Buffer is back in the ring. We go to him for the pre-fight introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Caesar's Palace here in Las Vegas, Nevada, where tonight, Top Rank Incorporated, in association with the undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser, presents professional boxing for your entertainment. All the bouts tonight are sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Before we continue, we send our best wishes to our friends of boxing unable to attend tonight: Al Silvani, Teddy Brenner, Chris Dundee, and Gene DiPiano. The scoring for this bout will be done on a 10-point must system, and the 3 judges assigned at ringside by the Nevada State Athletic Commission are Dalby Shirley, Lou Tabbitt, and Dave Moretti. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Toby Gibson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Caesar's Palace here in Las Vegas, 10 rounds of boxing between 2 of the middleweight division's deadliest punchers. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the light blue trunks and weighing in at 163½ pounds. He's fighting out of Miami, Florida, and brings an outstanding professional record: 27 victories, 24 by KO, 3 defeats, and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, ranked number 6 in the world by the IBF, introducing Glenn Big Bad Wolfe. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with red trim and weighing in at 164 pounds. Fighting out of Pensacola, Florida, this 1988 Olympic silver medalist is undefeated as a professional with a record of 20-0, 19 by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, ranked number 2 in the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Okay, y'all get on.
Okay, gentlemen, I've given you both your instructions prior to this fight in your respective dressing rooms. I'm telling both camps right now, I'm recognizing this as a legal punch since Mr. Wolfe's trunks are high. Roy's are okay. Obey my commands at all times. Good luck to both of you.
Everyone wants to know, can Roy Jones restore the glamour of the middleweight division? we should get a clue tonight.
Remember that Glenn Wolfe, in 31 previous bouts, has never been knocked down, never been knocked out. Of Roy Jones's 19 knockouts, 15 have come within the first 5 rounds. His bouts average a little under 4 rounds per outing.
Roy Jones is trying to get him to come forward so he can instigate the fight. He seemed to function better trying to get out of the way of harm, countering you with punch power. Doesn't like you using the left jab. Good right hand.
If he just stays back, the history of the thing seems to indicate that Wolfe will come to him. Wolfe is a relatively active middleweight, likes to throw about 80 punches per round.
The only thing I see missing out of Jones' arsenal just doesn't have an active left jab. He's got proper height, proper power, but he doesn't use the jab a lot, only to instigate a right hand.
He's very fluid with it, though, George. When he throws it, it's effortless for him to triple up with the jab. Some fighters have to think about it. With Roy, it's just natural.
Yeah, but a jab has got to be a punch to knock a guy off balance, not just to throw a right hand or hook on. That's what he does. He just pause the throw.
He whacked away with a right to the body and sneaked it under Wolfe's elbow. Now he lands with an overhand right. Wolfe, for the most part, staying behind a tight defensive package early. Short left inside, and Wolfe is stunned. And the right over the top, and now Wolfe is holding on. Glenn Wolfe has never been knocked down, but he's probably never been in against a 160-pounder with the power of Roy Jones. What star quality. Jones just now beginning to get warmed up.
He threw about 4 left hooks in less than a second there, George.
Oh, what a left hook inside by Jones. Dances, drops his hands, and pounds away. And Glenn Wolfe has had enough.
I thought he's indicating that he got hit by a low blow, not that he wants to stop the fight.
But Toby Gibson has stopped the fight.
I think that's... well, I'm just not sure what's happened here. I think it's a little premature. Was that a legitimate blow, George? Did he get hit low? We'll have to see what the replay shows us.
I think he was indicating he was hit below the belt.
That's what I thought.
The referee thought he was just turning away from a good headshot, which he did get hit with a good right hand.
I mean, we're talking about a guy who's fought over 30 professional fights and never knocked down before. That is certainly out of character. And I'm glad I didn't say that this fight wouldn't last longer than the national anthem.
Exactly. That's okay. It seems to have lasted 2 seconds longer than last week's exercise between Bo and Dokes.
That's it. Double
They're
left
the 2
hook.
short lefts inside that started things off.
Let's see if we can find this punch that hurt Wolfe. Was it a legitimate punch?
In the body. It was not below.
No, that was not low.
It was not low, but he tried to indicate that to get this rest.
Well, it looked like all along that Glenn Wolfe had a concrete jaw. Now it turns out he had a glass stomach.
Or a glass liver.
I think he's never been in a ring with a guy that could hit that well in the middleweights. He just is something strange. Every now and then they come along like that.
He has near supernatural punching power.
You know, we're talking about a guy in Wolfe who wants to trying to get away from the crossfire of guys shooting guns. 2 bullets caromed off his head. I mean, this guy's tough.
He was actually hurt earlier, and he just didn't recover.
All right, now Wolfe goes across the ring to congratulate Jones, who has the tuxedo back on. And we go up to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Toby Gibson has to step in and stop the bout. The official time, 2 minutes, 23 seconds of the very first round. He's still undefeated. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by TKO, Roy